This video is going to show you how the cryptocurrency revaluation enhancer tool works. So as you may know, when NetSuite revalues currency balances, depending on the account type, will determine the level of detail that you'll see in the native currency revaluation. So let's look at this example. This is a journal entry. It's entered in a different currency than the base currency. In this example, the base currency is US dollars, and this is a pound transaction. Exchange rate is $1.20. And I've got this transaction broken out into three entities. This is a liability account. And if we look at how NetSuite does their native currency revaluation, it aggregates it. 1050, that's the total amount of the three balances to each entity. And it's revaluing it in the aggregate. And we really don't see the breakdown here. And this is a common sort of challenge people have when they are revaluing accounts that are not ARAP. If it were ARAP, NetSuite would give you the detailed breakdown. But because this account happens to be an other current liability, NetSuite does not give you the breakdown when we are doing the currency revaluation. So what our tool does is we have a query that runs in the background and essentially provides a reclassification of what NetSuite has done. And it gives you the detail of the entities if it finds any. Let's take a look at the setup that we need to do to have our tool do that function. So what we've added is a flag on the account record. Let's go to this GL account right there. And we have a flag that says include this GL account in our enhancer tool. And what that simply does is just tells NetSuite whether to have it participate in our tool or not. What happens is when a native currency revaluation is processed, our tool has a scheduled script that will find it and perform a reclassification. And we also have a control record that acts that the user can sort of see what's really happening in the environment. So if we look at down here, control records, we give you a little menu with that. So there it is, productive currency revaluation enhancer. And this is a control record that gets created. It would be one per period. And we have sublists here. So this sublist shows you the native currency revaluations that happened in that period. And we can see total amount is 189 in USD. And then we have our custom currency revaluation where it shows you our transaction and the way we broke that out. And as you can see, what we're doing is we're crediting the account, the GL account, and then we're debiting it. So we're just backing out what NetSuite did, and we bring it back in, but we bring it back in this time with more detail so that you can see by entity what the currency revaluation was. And again, we do that with queries in the background that are essentially reproducing what NetSuite does, the algorithms that NetSuite uses to produce its own native currency revaluation. And again, this control record kind of gives you a way that the user can easily see that it does tie out and that we have reclassed what natively has been already processed. Thanks so much.